What's up, wrestling fans? Welcome to episode 183 of Smack Talk, presented by SmarkOutMoment.com. I'm Tony Mango, your host of the panel, and joining me on the microphone for this episode, we've got almost everybody from the last episode, another full house. So let's introduce them one by one. We've got Steven Wago.
Yo.
Drew White.
In 2019, when this show will still be going on, and it's episode 872, it'll still be us 6.
Do we start making money?
Episode 777.
Yes, actually we do. We start making Pintos.
Okay. We've also got Miguel Leon.
Hashtag sorry, Jester.
We've got Kaylin Ferris.
Brian, the man they called Brian.
Should have introduced him as that.
And we've got Mike Payton.
We all wear masks, man. Some of us as costumes. Some of us, the masks of the faces we wear every day. What are we doing, man?
So deep.
What are we doing?
Episode 800 something.
Wasn't that the name of the book that Jim Carrey referenced in The Mask?
Depressed Drew White?
Yeah. I do kind of like, though, how all the characters that we keep making up, it's like Ryback and Jim Neidhart and Drew. Oh, God.
Drew on Raw tonight. Emotional wreck Brie Bella.
Yeah, that's true. Tonight on our episode, we are going to be reviewing Payback 2015 for our main event. We're going to be doing hot tags in part 2, the usual kind of stuff. The rest holds coming up in part 3. We've got Fantasy League to talk about at the end of the show. And part 1 right now, as always, the wrestling trivia question of the week, otherwise known as the Ask Him. For those joining us for the first time, this is how it goes down. The Ask Him consists of 2 questions, one to the panel, one to the audience, and they both tie together in some fashion, some kind of a theme that unites them. Last week, the question was, actually both of them were about the Intercontinental Championship because that was vacated. So the first one was to the panel, who was the first person to vacate the Intercontinental Championship, and that was the Ultimate Warrior after he defeated Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6. Question to the audience: who are the 2 men who vacated the Intercontinental Championship only to win it back immediately? Those were Jeff Jarrett and Goldust. Jarrett lost to Bob Holly, but they kind of decided, nah, that doesn't really count. You got to vacate it, have another match, and he just beat Bob Holly. And the same thing happened with Goldust and Savio Vega. First was in 95, second was in 96, and oddly enough, they were both in April. So I don't know what's going on in April of 95 and 96, but they had the same idea. And it kind of happened with Chris Jericho. He and China had a little bit of an exchange, but sometimes WWE acknowledges that as a different title change. Sometimes they don't. So, kind of depends there. Let's see who said what. Rose the Show says Jericho has won it enough times to be one of those 2. The other, probably Michael. Sorry if I get it wrong, but I have no wiki to back me up this time. That's cheating. Checking out Wikipedia. Peter says Jeff Jarrett, Goldust, and unofficial Shawn Michaels. Now, Shawn Michaels didn't in this scenario. He had to vacate the title, then he came back and said he was the real champion, but it's not considered an actual thing like that, and he lost it on that match anyway, so wouldn't be the same. Silent Wind says, geez, I've been lost on the 2 Ask Hims, the last 2 ones. I'm just here for the fucks. A welcome back fuck you to Miguel to make him feel at home.
Subscribe to my channel, buddy.
He says, fuck Lenny Poffo, fuck Big Show, fuck Hurt, and fuck whoever gave Shawn syphilis. Next year, along with the Hall of Fame inductions, you should induct people into the Hall of Fuck That Guy. Future first class of Hall of Fuck That Guy inductee, Silent Wind O. Mara Supremo says, bad news, Barrett and Chris Jericho. Nope. And the next guy in the positive club is Cheeseburger. So delicious and awesome at the same time. The next Hall of Famer with Chris Jericho and his stunner. And fuck Silent We and all of the piece of shit guys. Dragon's Revenge, new comer to this, and probably never going to come again because his comment is, these are really terrible. So that was that comment. But anyway, thank you for that. And Watchman King says, Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon, I'll say Jericho because of the China thing not being recognized. I hope I'm right. If not, then fuck Doom. There you go. That's the go-to response for that then. So, this week's questions. They're going to deal with the Elimination Chamber because we're building up to that. Question to the panel. Which wrestler has appeared in the most amount of Elimination Chamber matches?
Triple H.
Nope.
Triple H.
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho. 8 Elimination Chamber matches. Question to the audience. Which wrestler has won the most Elimination Chamber matches? If you think you know the answer, or you want to just take a flat-out guess, or you want to say something about the Fuck That Guy Club, or the Awesome Positive Club, or Silent Way to Doom, or any other things like that, or Dragon's Revenge, yeah. Leave a comment below on YouTube, send a tweet at SmarkOutMoment with the hashtag AskHim, or leave a comment below on the SmarkOutMoment page, and on the next episode, we'll tell you who gets it right, who gets it wrong, and whoever says anything else. And we're going to roll along here in part 2 with the hot tags of the week, so stay tuned. We will be right back.